Alright, last time on Standard Aerei, the party was arrested and managed, with the help of young Thomas, to escape the dungeons. Unfortunately, you parted from Thomas in a rather sad way, but the party pushed forward knowing that they had an important mission to do, and ended up in the castle, in the armory, and were able to discover their things that had been taken from them, confiscated when they were arrested. Just as they were suiting up, unfortunately they were also discovered by Tia, and a version of Tia that was not Tia. I guess is a better way to put that.
Or is it?
The version of Tia, who is not Tia, says to Tio, "Go, brother. I will handle this. You must do what must be done." And we're going to roll initiative.
I got a 21.
21.
8. Dirty 20.
14.
Tia and Shift, which one of you has a higher dex?
My dex is 3.
+4.
Okay. Shift is faster.
21 fast.
So top of the round, we have Shift. So the door is open. You are in a treasure room that is probably about, is a 60 by 40 room. The door is open, which leads to the larger area of the throne room, which is more long and rectangular. Someone with Tia's face, who is not Tia, is about 15 feet from this open door. She is posed and ready to fight. She is wearing a very familiar ring, Tia.
Did Tio already manage to take off?
Tio is running in the opposite direction. He's probably about 15 feet further from where this imposter Tia is.
Are there any other hostiles in the area, or is it just imposter Tia?
For now, it seems like it's just those two. You are aware that you are in the castle, and there probably are guards wandering around.
Got it. So Shift is just going to immediately turn to Tia and be like, "You don't happen to have a twin sister by any chance, do you?"
No, I do not.
Didn't think so. And I'm going to launch a fireball at the imposter Tia.
Okay, great.
Nuke this bitch!
You're gonna launch a fireball?
That is correct.
What is the radius of that spell?
The radius of that spell, based on where the fireball actually hits, is 20 feet. So I'm not actually aiming directly at her, because I know you said she's like, what, 15 feet away from us?
She's 15 feet away from you.
Right, so I'm lobbing it just kind of directly over her shoulder, so that way she's the only one that's in the radius of the actual blast.
Okay, how far away from her? Like, how far over her shoulder? You have a radius that's pretty large, if I remember correctly.
About 5 feet behind her.
Okay, so you are gonna catch Tio as well as this imposter.
Awesome. Maybe it'll slow him down.
Tia's gonna love this.
Regicide.
Go ahead, roll for attack.
So yeah, let me, actually, because it's a fireball, I am not rolling anything to hit. The people that are caught within that radius have to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, word, okay.
Shift looks back at Tia, is like, "You didn't used to have a brother, did you?"
You have ashes now.
Well, it might not be ashes.
You might want to change the brother's name to Crispy.
I can still absolutely 100% transmute this spell, so it's maybe not ashes, but you might have an ice cube for a brother soon.
So what is the save on that? What's your save?
Oh, the save for a fireball is 16.
So, Tio is running. He seems to be pretty fucking fast. With a 21.
Holy shit.
As he's dashing his ass out the door. And the imposter Tia got a 17.
Okay, so they both take half damage.
Half damage. So roll me damage and then half it, please.
Real quick, just so you know what type of damage, I am going to use...
Fire?
It's not fire, actually.
It's
you would
not
think
fire,
a
okay.
spell called Fireball would be fire damage, but I am going to use my transmuted spell metamagic, which allows me to, whenever I cast a spell of a specific type, fire being in that list of types, I can change it to whatever type I'd like based on a specific list. And since I am currently Autumn, I just don't feel like fire really makes sense for this particular character. This version of Shift would probably much more likely bring I would assume like a, let's see, autumn, trees, death, poison, probably poison.
Okay.
Because in my head, autumn is when trees and like plant life die,
That's decaying,
right?
yeah.
Yes, and fire does not destroy it all.
Sure, it's not when it's super dry and fire's coming through.
13 would be half of 26, so 13 poison damage.
So Tio looks like he didn't take all of that poison damage.
Tio specifically?
Tio specifically.
But the imposter Tia looks like...
The imposter Tia looks like she took it.
Player knowledge, because I'm not sure about this.
Mm-hmm.
Are Ribbitons resistant to poison?
Not innately.
No.
Not innately.
Because she would have took it too, being a Ribbiton, I would assume.
Yeah.
Is she?
Is she a
Ribbiton,
Ribbiton,
though?
though?
We don't know that. That's a great
None knows anything anymore.
Stop. Take the meta hats off.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I said player knowledge, but okay.
Yeah. Different class features, things like that could also be aiding with resistances.
It could indeed.
Well, I'm not necessarily upset about the fact that Tio did not take a lot of that damage, because Tio was not my target, so...
That's a warning shot.
Woot.
Yeah, so he kind of winces a little, but he keeps running. He's still going. She takes it, but doesn't really look super hurt. She just kind of laughs at you and is like, really?
Oh boy.
Yes, really.
Oh.
And I'm just going to strike he doesn't even understand the sarcasm, Autumn Shift, and he's just going to strike the heroic pose as his purple. My assumption is, in my head, poison, purple, for whatever reason, the color coordination for poison and purple, just kind of, that's what I connect the dots in my head. So that originally orange-red fireball little pellet that came out of Shift's hand, when it exploded, actually exploded into a purple blast.
Sure, that sounds fun.
Yeah, because it transmuted from
Purple,
fire to
smoke
poison.
ball kind of thing.
Oozy, slimy
Yeah,
ball.
oozy slime. It's like, Shift used toxic. It's super effective.
It's a Pokemon move.
Way to muck things up.
Ba-dum-bum.
Alright. Is that all you would like to do? Bonus action movement?
No, just free action heroic pose.
Heroic pose. Okay.
Jesus.
Next up is Tia.
I don't want this to be a thing.
Yeah, well, it's a thing. Your brother is running, and this person with your face is facing off against you.
She's probably a little shocked, and would she have recognized the ring and know that it's Rain at this point?
I mean, that's up for you to decide, I guess. I made it pretty obvious that the ring was there, and you noticed it.
Okay. So her thinking it's Rain and not some other person.
Sure.
She's probably going to scream, "I trusted you! I thought we were friends! What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm going to use an action surge, and I'm just going to try to hit her like 5 times.
Cool, let's do it.
I trusted you!
Fuck you!
Tony Montana up here in the fucking treasure room. That's the way you want to do it, Rain? Okay.
Pretty much.
Dirty 20 for the first one.
That'll hit.
18 for the second one.
That'll hit.
17 plus 8 for the third one.
That'll hit.
23 for the fourth one. She's pissed.
She's obviously mad.
That rolled out of the tray.
That's a 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me do the crit fail for you.
Oh boy, here we go.
It's only 32%. So essentially you just shoot wide. You lose that arrow.
Can somebody do the math for me as I roll?
I got you.
I was like, please not me.
8 for the first one.
8.
8 for the second one.
16.
8 for the third one.
24.
8 again.
32. Damn.
That's not bad for, what is that, a D10?
Did you roll 8 on the die, or did you add your stuff?
Was
I
that
added
4
my stuff.
8s in a row? Jesus.
Yeah.
Crazy 8s.
32, that's a good chunk. She didn't look like she liked that.
Fuck her.
She's pissed. She thought that she trusted her. Thought that it was her friend.
At the end of Hannah's turn, or at the end of Tia's turn, the woman before you with Tia's face touches her, hands to her chest, smiles in a twisted, grotesque way that your face has never done, and her hands begin to glow, and she's gonna gain health back.
Oh,
No!
Fuck.
Yep.
Question, is she casting a spell?
This is a legendary action?
Ah, okay. Ooh, damn, wait, the legendary action? Fuck. It's
Oh, we're in trouble.
Oh, this is bad.
Ah!
This is very bad.
It's like it's a season finale or some
Hold
shit.
on, I need more d8s.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, legendary. Oh my god, legendary action. They do that every round. Jesus.
Nope, they get 3 legendary actions at certain point values per cycle of turn.
Yeah, per cycle, but like if they can do that every round, yikes.
We gotta hit him hard, we gotta hit him fast.
I'm trying.
I hopefully have some stuff to help with that, but
Okay. And it almost looks like it looks like you never hit her now. She looked rough there for a second, but then she put her hands on herself, and then she looks so much creepily better.
I'm gonna fucking chop this bitch's head off.
Please.
And next up is Hank.
Alrighty.
Before Hank goes, sorry. Because she did touch herself, and she looks Tia in the face and says, "You were wrong to be so trusting, foolish princess."
Guys, kill her!
And now Hank can go.
Kill her!
Evil. Oh.
Yeah. It's a villain.
I know. What a shock.
I know. Tia doesn't know, but I know.
Tia kind of knows now.
She knows now. She didn't know.
Pat, you look crazy right now.
Pat, what's going on?
Hank was built for this.
Oh,
Okay, I'm listening.
Hank would like to get within 10 feet of her.
Okay. You can do so.
Hank would like to use his bonus action for Spirit Shroud. Waboomf.
Okay. What does Spirit Shroud do? Remind me.
Everything gets really heavy metal. As I call forth the spirits of the dead, which flit around me for the spell's duration. Until the spell ends, any attack that I make gets to deal an extra 1d8 of damage, whether that be necrotic, radiant, or cold is my choice. Any creature that takes this damage can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Ooh. That is pretty fun. What kind of damage are you going to choose?
Hank chooses Radiant. Hank's channeling his inner Aerei. He's just.
Okay.
Oh, God, she's smiling. I don't like that.
So, that was my bonus action. Which means I still have an action.
Fuck her up!
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, shit.
So, Eldritch Blast the first. That would be a 12 plus 7 makes 19.
Yeah, you hit.
Second one is 6 plus 7 makes 13.
That one misses.
It would deal 5 force damage
Okay.
and 8 radiant.
Looks like she takes it. For now.
I don't like that.
Yep.
okay.
I don't like any of that.
Yep. In addition, any creature that I see that starts its turn within 10 feet of me has its speed reduced by 10 feet. It's not enough to get Tio, but I'm slowing that hoe up.
Okay. So she is slowed, you said?
Mm-hmm.
And how long does that last?
Until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And same with the hit points.
Sure.
Take that, you creepy faced little witch.
Cool. And with that, it is her turn.
No.
her.
You are very close to her, Hank.
Oh, no.
I'm going to have to get a refresher on how to do concentration checks. Because usually I don't get hit after I cast the spell.
Is the Shroud a concentration spell?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yes, it is. So she takes out a rapier.
No.
And she is going to stab you with it.
Is she stroking it?
No.
God. Here we go.
She's striking you with it.
Using Hank to clean that thing off?
Does a 26 hit your AC?
Yes.
Okay, she gets 3 attacks, so I'm just gonna roll the other 2 to see if all of them hit.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit your AC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Hank doesn't have a shield.
Hank may want to invest.
And I assume an 18 would also hit then, right?
We might as well start calling up the artist to get a character made.
First one is 15.
Alright, I got a 16 for the con check.
Second one is 18 damage.
I've got a 11.
You're fine.
Woo!
Just enough.
And the third one is also 18.
If that makes it easier for you, that's 51 damage altogether, Pat.
Cool. So I absolutely got an 18 on that last one. And you said 51 damage?
Yeah, altogether.
Cool. Hank is dead.
Yeah.
Hank
Unconscious?
has
Cool.
exactly 51 hit points.
So for the sake of saying, you were unconscious, so that spell does drop.
You're unconscious.
Yeah.
So the spell drops. Yeah.
So all those saves gone. Son of a bitch.
Okay.
And Hank's one of your healers.
I know.
Yay! Boss battle. No!
If Tio's the Uber boss.
So you guys watch as like a flash of silver goes in front of you, and you hear Hank make some kind of injury sound. You want to make some injury sounds as you're getting your ass kicked, Hank?
Bet you can't do that a fourth time.
and then he drops. He just drops like in a puddle of his own blood in front of you.
I didn't expect it to be so wet.
The imposter looks at all of you with this twisted smile, and she's like, "Who's next?"
You bitch.
Who is next, Steph?
Who is next? It's Arger.
I run right at her and I rage. I'm fucking furious at her and I want to cut her head off.
Cool. You rage. You move 15 feet. You're standing essentially in front of the body of your now unconscious friend.
I'll help you later. This bitch needs to die.
Give me dammies. What we doing? Roll me attacks.
I assume an 8 does not hit. Probably.
It does not.
24?
That one will hit.
Also 8, so only one of those 3 hit.
Okay, so 1 hit, so roll me damage from that.
Oh, full damage though.
Nice, tell me.
17 slashing damage.
Nice.
Does she take all of it?
It looks like she does take it.
Yeah, I'm aiming for her neck, by the way, and every one of my attacks, just so you know.
I mean, you get a cut there, but her skin doesn't do what normal people's skin does.
Oh, fuck.
So it's kind of like when you take silly putty and you indent it with a pencil, and then you stretch it.
Okay.
And then it kind of goes back to exactly the way it was.
I don't like that description.
I don't know.
Bruce!
That's all I got. So,
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's it for me.
And bottom of the round is Sapala. Sapala! Mr. Hank is unconscious in front of you in his own blood.
Sapala kind of sees all of this and sort of takes a moment to think about everything that's happened within the last couple hours, really. I mean, the arrest, the betrayal of Tia, the injuries of a poor Ribbiden boy who was just trying to help, and how heartbroken his friends are, including himself, about the whole issue, and now seeing that this imposter has just laid waste to one of his friends.
Yeah, pretty much.
Something kind of snaps, I think, for Sapala in that moment.
Yeah!
Yeah, I think for Sapala, he just kind of, because I would assume he's probably farther back because he would have had to grab his stuff. So how far roughly am I from?
We'll say you're probably 25 feet from, because you were more in the back. So
25 feet, okay.
Feet.
So from the TIA-1000, as it seems.
That's a fucking title. That's a fucking title, is TIA-1000.
Oh, that's gold.
Has Tio moved from what Sapala can see, or is he?
During the imposter's turn, Tio double dashes out of view.
Okay. That settles things. He was going to go after Tio, but there seems to be a much more bigger issue. So he immediately just calls out to everyone, as kind of his free action, and just goes, "Hold her off. I'll keep everyone up." And he is going to just cast Healing Word on Hank to bring him back to life.
Nice.
Or to bring him back to consciousness.
Consciousness, yeah.
That's going to be 7 hit points. Mr. Hank, get that thing back up. We need her down. And he is going to... Actually, I don't even remember how this... I thought of this one earlier because I prepped these. We've had these prepped for a while, and I've not touched my stuff. And I've been thinking about this one, and this was not the situation I thought I needed for. So, Sapala, looking visibly really just, I mean, he was teed off at Hank before with the whole Jonathan thing, but now he is full-blown angry. He's never been so angry in his life, and he kind of curls his fingers like to his mouth and just exhales as you feel like this little wisp of like steam almost comes out of his hand, and he points it over to the TIA-1000 because that's just what I like.
TIA-1000, sure.
And he just calls out, "You are not nice!" And her rapier, which I'm going to assume is metal, starts to glow bright red.
Okay.
As I cast heat metal on it.
Yeah! I fucking love that one.
Yep. You can cause the object to go red. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when I cast a spell.
Is there a save for this?
There is a save, but not from the spell affecting the object, because I'm casting on the object, not the person. So Sappala's going to cast this spell as the rapier glows bright red, and she's going to take... Ooh, that's assuming she takes the full 14 fire damage.
14 fire damage?
Yep, and if the creature is holding or wearing the object and takes the damage from it... Did they take any damage from that at all?
Yeah, she took damage.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
What is your save?
16. Oh, I'm sorry, 15.
She got a 19.
Okay, that's fine. She can hold on to that if she wants. If the subject doesn't drop the object, they have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
So every attack she makes from now on is at disadvantage.
Interesting.
Yep, that's why I cast it.
Okay, so would you like to move at all?
Yeah, I'll go another 10 feet back, so I'm 35 feet from her.
Sure. Is that your turn?
Moved action, bonus action, yeah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, she's going to use one of her legendary actions.
Okay.
She's like, "Oh, I see. We're not fighting fair. Well, then I won't fight fair either." And she's going to...
No!
Control Z.
She's going to cast a spell on herself. And her body, you guys watch as her body becomes blurred, kind of shifting and moving constantly. It looks like there's more than one of her swirling around, and you guys are starting to have trouble identifying where exactly her body is. This is Blur. Anyone who can see me for the duration of this spell, which is concentration up to a minute, has disadvantage on attack rolls against her. So everyone has disadvantage now.
That's okay.
Fun.
That's okay. That's okay.
Hey everyone, it's Shift. I figured while the rest of the team is distracting that terrifying frog lady with crossbow bolts, axe swings, heating spells, and just being a human pincushion, I could take the time to thank our god-tier patrons, Lucky Potatoes, Dom and Heather Cruz, Aaron Gibbs, and Daniel Barton. Thank you all for your support. If you, good listener, would like to support our podcast as well, go visit patreon.com/fantasybanjo to check out all the support tiers and rewards that we offer. Oh, that looks like it's my turn.
Top of the round is Shift. Shift. Her body's doing something weird. Your friend is barely conscious on the ground, and Sapala just did something kind of scary, and things are chaos. So what are you doing?
Well, Sapala said hold, right? Hold her off.
Yep.
I'll keep everyone up. That is what Sapala said, right?
That is.
So, being the helpful guy he is, Autumn Shift is like, hold. I could do hold. And I will cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Okay.
That, just to kind of give you a bit of an idea of what that looks like, you choose a 5-foot square of unoccupied space. I'm going to choose the one directly behind TIA-1000. And a medium hand, just so you understand the size of the hand, a medium-sized hand will rise from that particular unoccupied space. And it will reach for a creature within 5 feet. Of course, I'm aiming for TIA-1000. The target must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you take a little bit of damage, and some other stuff happens. But we'll see if you can save first, and then that way I won't waste my time explaining the rest of the effects.
Sure. 22 to save?
Yeah, no, it saves.
So she looks like a Ribbon, and the hand tries to grab her, and she goes, and like squishes out of it like toothpaste.
Like her body turned into like goop?
It just looks squishy. Like she just went and squishes out. Like, have you ever held like one of those squishy toys, like the mochi toys? Like the slime toys when you were a kid and you would squeeze it and it would just bloop out the front. That's exactly what happens to her body as this thing tries to...
Oh, like the tube things?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's even
All
worse.
right, who's gotta skip it? She's gonna 90s toy this shit, we can 90s toy right back.
Skip it.
So unfortunately she is not restrained.
Is there anything on a fail?
If she succeeded on the save, then no damage is taken, so it doesn't matter.
But the hand is still there, which is nice.
Yeah. She's just standing on top of this hand, like, catch me if you can, boys.
At this point, Shift is feeling a little claustrophobic. You said there was a throne room behind TIA-1000?
Yeah, she's more into the throne room, and so is Hank. You're still, like, kind of in the room, in the armory.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, she really hasn't moved, so she's still like 15 feet from the doorway in towards the throne room.
Right, but the throne room is significantly larger.
Yeah, it's rectangular. It's like 30 by 80 or something, like real long.
Yeah, I think at this point, Shift is probably going to face step into the room.
Okay. And as you face step, you find yourself in a jungle-like environment. It's humid. It's sticky. And around you, the trees are huge, huge, huge. And something in the back of your head is like, why is this kind of familiar? And then you hear a sort of trumpeting sound, and you're like, I know, I've heard that before. And you look up, and you see a herd of Stegosaurus wandering by. And as you're like, oh, I've been here, you were like, back in the throne room.
And I show up with blue hair, blue skin, and blue eyes.
Sad shift.
I love Sad Shift.
Oh, God.
And as I let out my notorious long sigh, my face step ability will activate. So I've rolled to determine which one actually goes off.
Okay, what is it?
The one that actually goes off is Autumn, which was what I was previously. Anyone within 10 feet must make a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by me for a minute.
Okay, so that'll include Hank, that'll include Arger, that'll include Tia, and that'll include TIA-1000.
Shit, 5 times stronger? Shit.
Please tell me this is her final form.
I'm immune to being charmed while raging.
Oh, lol. She's actually immune to being charmed as well.
Twizzies!
So, Hank, how'd you do?
19.
Yeah, he beats it.
He saves. Tia, how'd you do?
15?
She does not.
Yeah.
Charmed.
You find yourself suddenly enamored with the very sad boy Shift.
She was already charmed. It's fine.
It's the hair over the eye. That's what does it.
To be fair, I don't think that it has any mechanical impact to you. Because it's only if you're attacking.
Probably not, no.
It really doesn't.
So for flavor, this is what's going to happen. So you definitely know you hit the imposter with your charm. And for a second, she looks at you with these eyes, as if she's going to say something affectionate, and she says, "Is that the best you can do?"
I hate it.
Oh, I'm separating this bitch's head from her body.
I was saying, we're making the T-1000 thing. You should split her. Like, just fucking that little asymmetrical split.
Shift is just like nonplussed and will just look at her back and be like, why would I try my best when it doesn't even matter?
That's true.
Yes. Our morale officer has clearly made its way.
Oh my god.
Is that the end of your turn, Shift?
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, she goes, "You're right. It doesn't." And she's going to use another legendary action.
On.
She's all she's doing is confirming Sad Shift's view on life. That's all she's doing at this point.
She can't use it to heal at the moment until Hank's turn.
Oh, she she could, though, because Hank was down.
The spell dropped because he was dead.
Yeah.
But it was still the effect of the spell. She was.
No, it's a concentration. He went unconscious.
Yeah, remember?
You can't concentrate
right.
when you're unconscious.
That's not what she's doing anyway, though. Instead, she waves her hand, and these weird, funny little pink bubbles come out. And I need everyone in a 10-foot radius, so that's going to include Sad Shift, Tia, Arger, and Hank, to go ahead and make me another wisdom saving throw.
Can she concentrate on blur and confusion at the same time? Is confusion concentration?
It is.
Oh, no, you're right, they're both concentration, so she drops the blur and drops confusion instead.
Or pops
Pops it off, yeah. She
Okay.
pops it off, boys. You're right. So what did everyone do for their saves?
Shift rolled an 18.
Natural fucking 20.
17. Fail?
That'll pass, just barely.
Woo!
Just enough!
16?
That'll fail.
I thought so.
You feel this spell hit you, and your mind just suddenly feels super bubbly, twisted, like kind of scary. It feels like you're totally out of control. So at each of your turn, you can't take reactions, and you have to roll a d10 at the start of every one of your turn to determine your behavior. Actually, you know what? I'll just do it, because I have the table over here. That's silly. I'll just do it. And I'll roll a d10 and d8 on your turn to tell you what's going on with you. But Tia is confused.
We're all confused right now.
Right?
I was already confused. I was already charmed.
And actually, Tia, it is your turn now. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll those now. So you turn to your right, where you can see Sad Boy Shift.
No, I don't want to hurt Sad Boy Shift.
You can't hurt him any more than he's already been hurt.
Yeah, unfortunately, you also make a melee attack against Sad Boy Shift.
A melee attack or my normal attack?
The creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. In this case, it's Shift. If there is no creature within its reach, it does nothing on this turn, but because Shift is right there, you're making a melee attack.
You have the little hand crossbows, though, so at least it's like an improvised attack, because they're not melee weapons.
Well, I have a melee weapon.
Yeah, but it says you make a melee attack. I don't think you're confused, so it's not like a full-blown like control charm to like pull out a different weapon.
You're swaggering.
Flailing randomly.
Yeah, you're just running over right now and punching him with your crossbows. I guess use unarmed strike, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to say this outright. My unarmed strike does no damage.
She has 0 strength. She has 0.
So you basically just run over and bitch slap him with your tiny baby hands, and he's confused, and you're doing nothing, and you're just bitch slapping him. You can say whatever you like on this, too, because it's very fucking funny.
I love your face!
You know what? Sure, I'm just gonna go that ass. So just smack him in the butt.
And you only come up to, like, his nutsack, so, like... I mean, I'm sure she's not hitting his nuts. She's probably just hitting his legs, is what I'm trying to say.
I assume she's smacking him in the ass because of the actual, like,
That
the
ass.
obvious
Yeah, that's
sexual
very funny.
undertones.
That ass.
And if that's what's going on, then Shift's skin flares red for a completely different reason. Not because he's angry, but he's quite embarrassed at the moment.
So she's confused, but she's still charmed, so she's hitting on you.
Yeah.
Right.
Literally.
Literally.
Figuratively, yeah. So Bad Tia looks over and goes, not as good as I'd hope. Oh well. And that is your turn.
Jesus. That went weird.
Oh, right. Oh my god. So you can go ahead as you're slapping Shift's ass and make another wisdom save to see if you're done being confused.
11.
Unfortunately, that does not save, so you will be confused again your next turn. At the bottom of Tia's turn, we're going to get another legendary action happening. So since it didn't go very well with her confusing Tia, she's going to go ahead and try and stab Arger.
With disadvantage because of the heat metal.
How's an 18 do for you?
An 18 does hit, yes.
So she is going to stab you. For 22 piercing damage.
Okay.
You are still raging, so I'm pretty sure you take half.
I do.
And next up is Hank. You're dying on the floor, and you'll have to use half your movement to get up.
That's fine.
She's still pretty much right in front of you, though. 10 feet in front.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna get home. I don't have insurance. I'm just gonna sleep this off.
I don't have insurance.
You don't sleep.
You don't sleep.
You don't sleep.
Alrighty. So, Hank uses half his movement speed to stand up.
Great.
He is going to cast Spirit Shroud again as a bonus action. Everything starts to get real heavy metal. He's going to stick with Radiant, because it didn't seem like it resisted it.
Okay.
And then for his action, since he's up close and personal, I guess he's going to use Primal Savagery, because he doesn't want to take disadvantage for being interface and using ranged spells.
Sure.
I thought you were 10 feet away. So you're getting closer?
No, she got closer to me and then skewered me.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she fucked him up.
When I became a Hank
She was in
Kebab.
5 feet to fuck him up. Yeah, she's like right on top of him. Yeah.
Right.
Fingernails get really nice and sharp. Everything gets even more heavy metal and fast-paced.
Great. So is that a melee attack then?
It's a melee spell attack.
Excellent. Please roll an attack.
19 plus 7 is a 26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. She's going to take 2 d10 acid damage. Ooh, that was pretty good damage. 17 acid damage.
Okay. She appears to take it.
And, because I have the Shroud up, she will also take max 8 radiant damage.
Okay. She appears to take that as well.
And
It's not looking super great.
she cannot regain hit points, and her movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Until you're unconscious.
Bitch can try.
She sure can.
I'm in her way. Attack me.
Please stop tempting the evil person.
That will end Hank's turn.
Cool. At the end of your turn, she's going to use her last legendary action to stab you, Hank.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Suck it in. Suck it in. Rin
You
tin
got,
tin.
you got this. You got this, buddy.
Does an 18 hit your AC?
Fuck yeah, it does.
And that's 18 damage.
Hank is down. It's
Cool. So she can regain hit points again. And she looks down and says, "Stay down."
fuck you.
Does anybody have a potion on them, out of curiosity?
Everyone should have at least one potion. So says the DM.
So says the DM, then I have a potion now, apparently.
The DM did not specify which potion, so I will be picking the highest health potion available.
No, it is a potion, meaning a regular potion. It's actually Rain's turn, so she regains all of her actions.
Good for her.
And she is going to... What is she going to do?
Stab Hank while he's on the ground.
Lay down and die?
Take a nap.
Surrender! Vigorously.
No, she's gonna turn to Tia, who's still fucking confused, and stab her many times. Cause she's close.
With disadvantage.
Oh, you were so lucky she had disadvantage on that first shot, though, because she got a nat 20.
Oof.
I assume a 10 won't hit you, right?
No.
No, okay. Strike the second. 23 will probably hit you, though.
Yep, that'll hit.
Whoop. That one is a 1, because it went off the table, so the third one will
Fail
hit
scale.
you.
Fail scale.
Good.
Fail scale.
Fail
Yeah,
scale.
fail scale it. Let's see. 28%.
No.
She dies.
She trips over Hank's corpse a little bit because she slips in the blood, but she doesn't fall. She just goes, ew.
I have a lot of that. Plenty more spill.
And let me roll some piercing damage here for you, Hannah. That's 17 piercing damage for that one hit. And she stabs you right in the gut, and she comes in real close, and she goes, "This is what happens when you trust people." And she pulls out the blade.
Did I see that?
Oh yeah, you're right there.
He just goes, "Fuck you."
Tia can't go fuck you. She's confused and charmed. She has no fucking idea what's happening right now. In your mind, it's probably a hellish landscape.
I still got stabbed.
You could say fuck you, but it might not relate, and you probably are facing shift.
Yeah, it's down at Hank. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Hey! It just comes out as
I'll remember that's the last thing you told me before I died.
Next up is Arger.
So reckless attack, which I didn't do last time.
Okay.
You have advantage against me. I have advantage against you. So swinging my big beefy bone axe. So that's an 18.
That'll hit.
19 plus 8 is 27.
Yep, that'll hit.
And I'm frenzying, so 3 attacks. 25.
Yep, roll me some damages.
38 slashing damage.
Yeah.
Okay. She doesn't look great.
Hell yeah.
And then I say to her, "This is why you trust people." And I chop right at her face.
Yes!
She appears to take that damage. She doesn't look super great. Is that your turn?
That's it. That's all I got. But you now have advantage against me.
That was her weakness, guys, this whole time. Trust.
Yay, friendship.
At the end of your turn, she's going to use a legendary action
I bet she is.
to disengage and move away from you without taking any attacks of
Son of a bitch.
opportunity.
Nothing I can do there.
So she's going to move about 40 feet away from you, up towards the throne.
Can I call her a coward?
If you feel like it.
You're a fucking coward!
Whoa,
Yes.
whoa, whoa. She didn't say you could call her a fucking coward.
Well, she is a fucking coward.
So she's now 40 feet to the left of all of you. Hank is unconscious on the ground. And bottom of the round, Sapala.
How rough is the TIA-1000 looking?
She doesn't look happy.
Okay, but she doesn't look like she's, like, desperate on her last legs, kind of like trying to run.
She doesn't look good. She is running.
Alright, in that case, for Sapala's turn, the first thing he's going to do is bonus action heat metal.
Okay.
So it's another 2d8 fire damage, because they're holding the rapier. I'm going to take 11 fire damage.
Does she have to make the hold on save every time that she takes the damage?
Yes.
But she's not going to do it, so how would you like to do that, Billy?
She's going to drop the rapier.
She's going to die.
Oh!
Fuck this bitch!
Or go unconscious at least. So she is unconscious. How would you like to do it? What do you want that to look like?
Oh boy. In Zapala's rage, can I see her when she moved 40 feet away?
She's
Okay, as long
40 feet away, but you can still see her.
Yeah, all right, as long as I could see her physically. As she's moving away, Zapala just walks up closer to Hank and sees her move towards the throne, and just kind of gestures out with his hand again to kind of create the rapier to heat up, and just goes, "You are not going to hurt my friends!" And the rapier just kind of like sizzles up her hand, and like, I feel like she would
probably drop it.
Yeah, probably drop it, like, I don't know if she could just fall and impale herself. I'd love that, but, you know.
So she drops it, and this is how I'm going to lay that out. Once she drops it from the pain, you actually watch her hand begins to sizzle and turn to dust, like ash. Ooh. Where her whole body starts burning up slowly. And as she's watching herself burn, she just laughs. She goes, "It's too late anyway. He's already coming, and you can't do anything." And the laughter just continues until she's nothing but ash, and she just kind of collapses into, like, hot coals.
Does that include the ring?
The ring falls to the floor with a clatter, as does a cloak.
And secondary question, I'm no longer confused.
You are no longer confused.
Okay.
You are bleeding from the stomach.
Twinsies!
Hank is still unconscious.
I was going to say, it's still technically my turn. That was just a bonus action.
Speaking of which, it's still Sapala's turn. So what would you like to do?
Sapala's going to lean down and pat Hank on the cheek and do a Cure Wounds, giving him 10 hit points back, and just says, "Don't worry, Hank. We got him. Her, it, I don't know," and just keeps walking over to the pile of ashes.
It's dead, right?
Very.
Good.
And Sapala's just going to grab out the ring, the cloak, and the... Is the sword
it's not,
still...
I mean, you're gonna use your movement to walk over there?
Yeah, I'll use whatever movement I can to get closer.
Okay,
but
now it's Shift's turn.
Oh.
I didn't say we were out of initiative.
That's the part I was wondering about.
I'm just kidding, we are.
God damn it, Steph.
Oh, gods.
I just wanted to fuck with you.
Oh, you.
By Trishina's light, my gods. No.
Hank got healed, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I healed him for 10.
Hank, you're conscious now.
It's that stupid gif of the guy with the thumbs up after, like, dying.
Yeah.
So we're technically out of combat?
You're out of combat. So Sapala, you're walking over to the cloak in the ring?
Yeah.
Before he goes over there, I'm running to there to stomp on the ashes.
I do drop the spell, though. I do drop the heat metal spell, by the way.
Okay, yeah, there's like a very warped kind of melty rapier on the ground.
Oh,
beside
okay.
it.
So it's just like not magical type.
No, yeah.
Okay. That's a clear sign. So he's gonna pick up the cloak in the ring and just bring it back to Tia and hand it to her and say, I think this belongs to you, Tia?
I don't know about the cloak. You can keep that, but I'll take the ring.
Tia, the cloak. Actually, everyone give me a perception check.
9.
7.
14.
Shift, what do you got?
Being a cloak boy, Shift is very familiar in the ways of the cloak.
Did you get a natty 20 for no reason?
I got a nat 20.
Love it. And Hank?
Hank, noticing Shift's fashion senses, also got a nat 20.
Where was this in battle? Okay.
You're telling the slightly dead guy.
So Hannah, Shift, and Hank all notice, or Tia, Shift, and Hank, rather, all notice that this is definitely Rain's cloak. It was the one that you saw her wearing last.
Oh. This is...
You don't know that, Sapala.
Yeah. That's fair.
I'm just stomping on ashes. I'm so angry.
Yeah. Arger's just... They're not ashes, Arger. They're like hot coals. So do you still want to do that?
Yeah, he would do that.
Okay. Okay.
Does Mike want to do that? No, but I already said I'm doing it.
So you're gonna take 6 fire damage as you stomp on
bet
hot
I
coals
am, yeah.
to burn your tootsies.
Hey, which means he can keep raging.
Oh!
Yeah, there you go. You keep
Yeah,
it
fuck it, I'm raging.
It's
Whatever.
half damage. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'll take
It's
it.
not
Why
half
not?
damage, it's fire.
It's fire damage.
It's
yeah.
Oh, it's fire. Never mind.
He
Whatever.
could just prolong the rage.
Yeah.
And as Arger is prolonging the rage, as soon as me and Hank realize that it's Rain's cloak, I feel like we would look at each other and just give like a knowing look of just like, yeah, we fucking called it.
We kept our skin.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Call back.
Sapala just looks a little confused and just looks at what Tia said, and he said to keep it, and he kind of shrugs and goes, well, salvage is salvage. And he sticks it in his bag, which, now that I have a moment, can I check my bag to see if I've got the 2 animal
Sure,
stones?
give me an investigations check.
In my bag? Okay.
With advantage, because it's your stuff.
I was gonna say, I have 7 things in my bag, but okay.
Oh, you only have 7? Yeah, go ahead and look. Whatever, fuck it.
No, investigation. I want to make sure I count. I want to check my inventory at the same time. That's fine. Investigation, that's a 13.
You notice there's a couple things missing. Specifically, the 2 stones that you had originally taken from the turtle adventure that you had.
Tia, where did your brother go?
You saw where he went.
We have to go. He got the stones. He got the animal stones I had. She already the fake Tia you said it was too late. We have to go stop your brother, whatever he's doing.
You go. We need to heal Hank first.
I can walk.
Everyone give me a perception check.
It's a 10.
7 again.
9.
26.
That's a second nat 20.
God damn it.
So Hank and Shift suddenly notice that there's some bizarre light show shit happening outside the open door where Tio ran. It is flashing multiple colors. It's flashing purple. It's flashing green. It's flashing blue. Purple, green, blue. Purple, green, blue.
I can walk. I'll heal myself up on the way.
I've not dropped my rage. I'm running toward the lights.
You didn't see the lights.
Oh, I didn't see the lights. Never mind.
You're
I'm
too
angry.
busy raging and stomping on ashes.
Yeah, there we go.
Would you say that Arger's been blinded by the lights?
He's blinded by rage, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Not far off.
Tia, how do we get to that? And I just kind of like, not forcefully move her
you
gaze,
point
but
out
just
to
like,
everyone that there's flashing lights. And for some reason, between the lights, it looks weirdly dark outside. It was like probably afternoon when you guys ran in here, so it shouldn't be that dark.
where is that? Where is that? Where is that? We gotta go. Where is that? Where is that?
I would know where that's at, right?
Yeah,
Approximately.
you would know that that's the main courtyard heading towards the garden.
I would probably tell, like, Archer, pick up Hank, follow me, and probably go towards the lights.
Got it.
Okay. And that is where we're going to end this session.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. I had a response.
Okay, say your response, and then I'll say...
I just feel like when everyone else rushes out of the room, Sad Shift would just, like, take a moment to sit there and stare at, like, the hot coal ashes of, like, the whatever the hell we just destroyed, and really appreciate how macabre the hysterical insanity laughter was as she was fading away to dust, and just be, like, really inspired by that death.
Yo, AFI guy, let's go.
It was a good death.
And then, once he hears Hank say that, he's gonna big sigh and just shaggy his way out of the room.
Wait, this is immediately after the combat?
Yeah,
I'm gonna change things just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to tell Archer, grab Hank, let's go, and then I grab Shift's hand because I'm still technically charmed, like, come on, cutie!
Sabala just shakes his head and just goes, this can't go good.
And that is where we're going to end this session.
Thank you for tuning in to Standard Aerei. Help our show grow by leaving us a review on your podcast player of choice and sharing us with your friends, players, and DMs. Also, please make sure to follow us on social media or on our Discord server for our next adventure. Links are in this episode's description.